A system exists for a reason. Energy, effort, capital, intelligence all converge toward one expectation, the production of a positive outcome. When that outcome fails to appear, confusion begins. Explanations multiply. Opinions collide. Time dissolves into speculation. Resources are consumed not by resolution, but by the search for what might have gone wrong. Causonomy ends that search. Causonomy establishes a simple but radical proposition. Failure is not infinite. Failure is not ambiguous. Failure is not a matter of perspective or expertise. Every failure, across every domain, every activity, every system, belongs to a finite, closed, and fully innumerable universe. That universe is not empirical. It is structural. It is mathematical. It exists whether one observes it or not. A negative outcome is never vague. A system fails in one precise way at a time, an activity applied to a form, deviating from what is required. Nothing more, nothing less. Confusion arises only when description collapses into approximation, when symptoms are mistaken for causes, when multiple failures are blended into one narrative, when language replaces structure. Scope restores precision. Scope forces the problem into its exact form. One activity, one form, one deviation. Each deviation belongs either to the activity or to the form, never both. Absence of action differs fundamentally from insufficiency of quantity. A misalignment differs from a delay. A shortage differs from a failure to act. Precision at this stage is not helpful. It is decisive. Most investigations fail here before they even begin, because the problem has never been correctly stated. Clarity, once achieved, transforms everything. Screen then reveals what was previously invisible, not guesses, not hypotheses. A complete set of admissible causes, direct and indirect, generated from structure alone. Causes no longer depend on experience, intuition, or domain familiarity. A supply chain issue, a software defect, a financial anomaly, an operational breakdown, all reduced to the same structural grammar. The tool does not ask what might have happened. The tool shows what can happen, and nothing else. Some causes carry greater structural weight. Some propagate across multiple pathways. Others remain isolated. Screen ranks them accordingly. Investigation becomes elimination, not exploration. Each cause is confronted with evidence, confirmed, rejected, or held in suspension. Knowledge of the business does not generate causes, it filters them. Effort shifts from imagination to validation. While this dialogue unfolds, structure continues to work silently. An action plan emerges. Evidence requirements assemble. The system begins to describe not only what failed, but what must be true for success to exist. Score completes the transformation. Score measures the impact of what has been selected. Requirements surface, clear, explicit, unavoidable. Gaps become visible not as abstract weaknesses, but as precise absences in structure. Evidence consolidates, priorities stabilize, decision-making accelerates. Understanding ceases to be an aspiration and becomes an outcome. A well-known assertion claims that half of any solution lies in understanding the problem. Einstein believed it was far more than 50% and closer to 90%. Once structure is revealed, resolution follows naturally. Without structure, resolution remains accidental. Navigation is fluid. One may return to screen, refine selections, deepen evidence. One may return to scope, isolate another failure, begin again with precision. The dashboard does not track activity. It tracks completeness. Investigations are no longer lost, fragmented, or abandoned. They remain coherent, resumable, and measurable. A final implication emerges, and it is not trivial. If all failures are finite, then all failures are knowable in advance. Prediction becomes possible. Stress testing becomes systematic. Prevention ceases to rely on foresight or experience and becomes a matter of structural coverage. Systems can be challenged before they break, not analyzed after they fail. Problems are not unique. Problems are universal. Resolution, therefore, does not require more ideas. Resolution requires structure.